Hello, and welcome to March. Boy, February came and went, didn't it? I came on here to talk about the worthiness of a woman. We are in a time um, that to me is very spiritual. Um, I've never, I guess I haven't seen it in a long time, but I've never seen this type of ignorance and cruelty in all my life than what we see today. And I feel that when the world starts going crazy, that is even more of a reason for you to center yourself. Center yourself. Center yourself. Because when you live in a time when you don't know what to believe, who to believe, it can stir up insanity. Okay? And I'm only telling anybody what I've had to learn as a woman myself. It is imperative that we as women start to date better. We have to give ourselves what we expect. And then if somebody enters your life, they see what's going on, right? They see how things are moving and shaking. Either there's something you own or there's something you're not on. But that's where I am at this age and stage of consciousness in my life. You have to have something I need. It's imperative that you have something that I need. And it's imperative that I have something you need. If not, we're playing pity pat and we playing house. And I don't want to. I'm too self-aware and conscious to do those things. So I'm not participating in that type of dysfunction. If you do not have anything to give me, I have to bid you farewell. And I will do that with love. I've learned to stop ghosting people because I used to ghost. I was a ghoster because I feel like I warn people. And when the warnings fall on deaf ears, then I just disappear. And I am an INFJ, and that is a part of my personality. I do it. I've been doing it ever since I was a child. I could be your friend and not be your friend. I'm not going to talk down on you. I'm not going to wish hate on you. I just will never be your friend again. And I won't be nobody's friend that's friends with you. I've been like that since a girl. Okay? And so it's some things I'm having to own about myself that just is. And that with me, it just is. Because the truth is, I see you. I see where this stuff is coming from. And I'm asking you to stop. Even with friendship, I'll ask, hey, friend. Hey, it don't stop. I got to go. And you'll wonder why I stopped talking to you. Well, that's why. You kept violating a boundary that I kept saying, hey, that, that don't, okay? Don't do that. And when it's consistently violated, I just go away. I don't have no other way around that. But in my new conscious state, I can now tell people what it is that I do not like. Which it all sums up to, hey, I think the way you see things are completely different than the way I see things. And I do not want to clash with you in that area. I don't think we're a fit. I don't think we're a match. I don't see where I can benefit from this at all, right? Because it's okay for people to attach themselves to you for a benefit, but I have to benefit as well. And if there's no benefit, then this is just going to be a one-side relationship. I do not see a benefit for me, so I'm going to go. And thank you. And that's it. But I've also noticed things that we put on other people are not other people's responsibility. For a man to come in your life and create a soft life for you, it requires that man to know you. That man don't know you. You have to create a soft life for yourself. He'll keep it up. But you do the creating. Okay? Allow that man to keep it up. Don't allow a man to come in your life and be the love of your life. You are the love of your life. He is not. He can't be. He is flawed. He is imperfect. He's going to hurt you, be it intentionally or unintentionally. He's going to hurt you. He cannot be the love of your life. You have to be the love of your life. Can't nobody outlove you loving you. And that's one thing I learned when I learned to love myself. That I was putting a lot of things on other people that just was not theirs. It was mine. And that's why it kept being a burden to me until I said, okay, give it to me. That's mine. I'll take this. This mine. I'll take that. That's mine. Okay, I'll do this. This is mine. All these things belong to me. So you no longer put that on other people. So you're no longer disappointing other people because you're not seeking external validation. All your validation comes from internally. Okay? So does your correction. If you do not talk to yourself out loud, you are doing yourself a great disjustice. Talk to yourself out loud. It'll talk back. And you'll be like, whoop. What? Yeah, it talks back. You just got to talk to it. Another thing that I wanted to speak on is about IFS, internal family systems. That is inside of us. People have got to stop thinking they're crazy because it's more than one person inside of you. You supposed to live this long time with one person? That person is died, child. One person couldn't get me through 50 years. This is 50 for me. 50 years I've been alive. Tap into your IFS, your internal family system. Tap into that. There are personalities inside of you that tries to protect you from you. There's also personalities inside of you that's really soothing and want it easy and want it smooth, but there's also IFS in you that's kicking, saying, hey, get it together, strengthen up. Because this is what I learned. When your IFS, when your internal family system don't know each other, don't like each other, can't get along, you are at war with yourself, with all parts of yourself. I remember I met my IFS in 2017 when Daniel was born. The man I was with, it just became to be a fight where we did not fight before. Like, things started to really get chalky. That just was not a problem before he was born. And I was engaged to this man. And that's when I first got introduced to my IFS. And they did not let up. Do you hear me? I broke off the engagement, all that stuff with this man. And I didn't date for 3.5 years. He went on to get married. Like, I think a year after we broke up. Maybe. No, I think Daniel was like 2 years old. I saw on Facebook through his sister, he got married. I was like, congratulations. I didn't think none of it because they got married at a church I didn't want to get married at. He had her looking old and homely, like he could never have me looking. And those dresses were hideous. Oh my God, like an Amish wedding. It looked like an Amish wedding when people were eating outside. They were eating barbecue. I was like, that wasn't a wedding I was planning. I wouldn't have never said yes to that. So go ahead and marry her. I wouldn't have never said yes to that, honey. Oh no, child. Good. Boy, that wedding was upwards of $60,000. We wasn't gonna be eating no barbecue outside. Child. Anyway, so I didn't think nothing of it because that's not a life I wanted no way. So I didn't think nothing of it. But be mindful of your IFS inside of you. They're there for a reason. But 8 years later, I met my IFF again. Well, I had been meeting them over time. Just not. Okay, come on, truth. I acknowledge them, but not fully. I would say, a part of me hate this man. Part of me want to grab him and hug him and love him, but it's a part of me that can't stand this nigga. I'll be like, what is that called already? You know, I used to be so in conflict when I would date people. I'd be like, because it's a part of me that's the moment this thing about to get serious is a part of me. I step up and be like, no, it's not. You full of whoop, wop, wop, whatever you full of, okay? It's weird. I could love you and detach from you in the same breath. I have it'd be a lot going on in here. When I did not fully embrace and accept my inner knowing, when I didn't fully accept and embrace my personality and different personalities in me, when I didn't fully accept and embrace that I am who I am. And you can either get with that or not. You know what I'm saying? But before I be lied to and led astray, I'd rather be alone. That's a fate that I've accepted for myself. Before I accept being lied to or betrayed or manipulated, like before I wake up one day and my whole life is a lie, I'd rather be alone. Because I know the truth is in there. It's truth in now. I'm not gonna live a lie for nobody. And people that know me would tell you, if you try to get me to live some make believe, no, I'm not gonna do that. I am not doing that. I don't care how many people do it. It is a no for Misty, and I've had people to not like me because the choices I make for my life. And like I told them, you don't live my life, I do. If I made that choice in my life, that would screw up my whole life. No, I'm not doing that. And I've had people, I've seen, like I see people that I ain't seen in years, still on the same bullshit. I be like, and then they be like, girl, what you do? Oh, girl. Same thing, child. Same thing. I don't be having nothing to say. You still on the same bullshit? Child. I'm going to do that. But I try not to be braggadocious. I be like, girl, I got this going on, that going on. Girl, I'm over here, I'm over there. No, mister, shut up. Leave people to their own devices, child. Ain't going about your business. Girl, it was nice seeing you. And go on. Child. You on Facebook? Girl, yeah, I'm on Facebook. I hit you one. We don't need to exchange numbers. Because we don't live the same life. Like, I've learned that too as in my friendships. She's going to have something that I need. If she ain't got nothing I need, I won't be over her. You ain't gonna do nothing but wear my nerves out, y'all know. And I have to have something she needs. I don't care if it's emotional. And that's the same way with me in a relationship. Majority of the things I need are all emotions. It don't cost a dime. It is free. But if you are emotionally crippled, then you can be of no service to me. All you gonna do is give me hell. Who's signing up for hell? Not me. Not me. Yeah, he's signing up for no hell. So, for me, this has to be reciprocal. Even with my child, he has to give reciprocity. You do your stuff at school, you do your work at home, mommy do her part, everybody is happy. But you don't do your part and see how happy your mother is. No. He's going to learn reciprocity. He'll know what give and take is. Period. He will not have one-sided relationships because what he gives out, he expect back. Yeah. So, I practice that in all areas of my life. No. I've lived a one-sided life for a very long time. There will be no more one-sidedness in my life. Either you can come with something I need, or thank you, you're in the way. Thank you, you're in the way. You're just in the way. You're just in the GD way. That's all. In the famous lines of Cordy, I've been feeling like a bad bitch all goddamn day. And if you ain't one of my bitches, then bitch, you just in the goddamn way. That's how I feel about it. Friendships or relationships, you're in the way. Get out the way. So my vision can be clear. Namaste.